Okay, it's here. Trump has spoken. Many people are being asked to go back into work, back to in person, full time, no more hybrid. This is going to be a big change across the US. Why? So many people have been working from home in the comfort of their home, being able to actually take care of their kids and work from home at the same time, working a full time corporate job. This is all about to change. I'm going to give you 5 ways why you can stay grounded in this switch that's happening, in this season of whatever season you are in. If you're in the middle of this switch, if you're contemplating this switch, whatever's going on with you and you're affected by this switch, I'm going to give you 5 scriptures that will help you push through. But I also want to tell you this is your time. Have you ever thought about creating a business? Have you ever thought about actually going on to your own and being an entrepreneur? Well, this is your time. Sometimes God ordains things to happen purposely just to push you out of your comfort zone. In these years where COVID happened and you were back at your house and you had the comfort of your home and you're working hybrid, everything was great. Were you saving your money? Were you doing things for this day? Or now you have to actually commute back to work. There's a lot of things that you're going to have to now factor in. The kids that were home, you got to find daycares. You got to find ways to pay it to go out because now that was money in your pocket. Now you have to buy maybe extra groceries just so you can meal prep to go into work. All this is about to change again, right? This was probably your life and how you were doing things for many years, and then COVID happened. So it's very different now. But this is your time. How about if God is telling you to take your leap of faith and start your career, or your entrepreneurship career, your real estate journey, right? So many people are going to be trapped in the middle of this decision, but don't let it affect you negatively. Allow what God is doing for you to be on the up end. Allow yourself to take a chance on you this time around. I'm going to be helping you guys tune in. I'm going to be helping on how you can get started with business in general, how you can get started in real estate, entrepreneurship in general, because that was me. Where when I got pregnant, I had demands on me. Where now I was going to have to find daycares. I was going to have to restrict myself from the things I wanted to do for my children and for my house. But I told myself, no, this is my time now to take my stand and be an entrepreneur, a real estate investor. And it worked. Why? Because I actually said, it's either I do this or I'm going to be enslaved into do something else I don't want to do. And we've done that for decades and years. But the time ends now. And it's your time to start your entrepreneurship journey. The first thing I notice a lot of people are going to have is anxiety and worry. But God tells us in His Word, in Matthew, in Philippians, He says, Philippians 4:6-7, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation be by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God will transcend all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. This is God telling us to remember Him. Remember Him, that He is omniscient. He is the one that's going to take you from where you want to be to your abundant life. So this switch that's happening doesn't need to affect you. You need to be stronger in your prayer life. You need to be stronger asking God for what is the path He wants for your life. So when you now go into your new season, and this is a season that's coming, this new season will actually blossom you because you're standing firm in the Lord and you trust in Him. The second part that I realize a lot of people are going to have difficulties with is the financial concerns. Like I touched about this, is that you're going to have daycare now. You have to look for your children. You have to buy extra groceries to meal prep. You're going to have to put money aside for commutes and transportation. All this stuff is going to be something that you were not doing the last couple of years. Okay, it's going to be a shift. And then also we're in the middle of inflation, right? These prices you've never even seen before. So all this is going to be affected, and this is going to affect you in a negative way or a positive way. It's all on the mindset and how you choose to see this. This is also the biggest opportunity. Like I keep saying, this time is now. Don't let yourself get trapped into what's going on with Trump and the presidency. Don't get trapped in the government. God has your end already. God knows you, and he wants to make sure that you were the person he knit in his mother's womb, in your mother's womb. Okay? And in order to do that is you have to stay connected to him. Stay in prayer. And for your financial challenges, I want to leave you with this encouragement. Philippians 4:19. And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory in Christ Jesus. What is this? God is telling us that regardless of whatever you need, it's taken care of. It's just our mindset that allows things to flow and the promise of God. We need to just stay firm on the promises. When you have a God promise, it doesn't look like what a lot of people should think it looks like. They're going to tell you that doesn't sound right, that doesn't look right, that makes no sense. All these things. No. When it's a God promise, that means he promised it to you, nobody else. And don't let anybody else tell you any different. You have what it takes. And 2025 is the year of change and abundance in your life, a year of taking tremendous faith to the next level. How can you trust God even further this year? And that is a big one with this year, with what's going on with the switch in power and switch in the season. We got to take on our ownership as the Christians that God has ordained us to be. He also says in Matthew 6:31-32, so do not worry, saying, what shall we eat? What shall we drink? Or what shall we wear? For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. Meaning, you're so worried about that. You have to go into work now. You have to do this. You have to do that. But you're not actually worried about the things God is actually telling you to worry about. Don't worry about what you should eat. Going into entrepreneurship is very scary, and people may think dangerous financially. But actually, it allows you to actually reach uncapped, where most jobs cap you. They keep you there purposely that you can't make more than your boss, and you give you enough that you want to stay, right? It's a system. And we've been taught this system since we were in high school, middle school, any kind of grade level. We're taught this system. Why? Because the government needs money, right? So we have to work. We have to work for our country. But being an entrepreneur, you pave your own way, right? You, yes, of course, you still pay taxes and everything, but you have an uncapped financial goal that you can actually attain. But many people are so afraid to reach that, but yet I would be afraid to stay in poverty, right? I would be afraid to actually not try something. I would be afraid to let all my dreams and hopes and aspirations and desires die with me. That doesn't make sense to me. Okay? I don't want that. Okay? And I want better for you guys in 2024, at 2025. So please don't worry about anything. God will provide. All you have to provide is the faith and the hope in God. And I know the third thing that I truly believe that people are going to be thinking about is adjusting to this new dynamic. But God says in Ecclesiastes 3:9, there's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. The ebbs and flows of life are going to flow. Everything is in its season. Don't rush the season. Don't slow it down, because everything's going to happen regardless. Your season is coming. Your season of abundance and flowing of abundance in every area of your life is here and to be taken. You have to take hold of it. You have to try, right? We have to get there and just want it more than we want the reverse. And that comes with a lot of positive mindset, a lot of growth. And that's what I want to bring to this channel, is the ability that it can happen. That business, real estate, yeah, it may look unsteady, but it is truly an avenue that will bring you so much joy in the end. It does take work, just like anything else. Going to a job, 9 to 5 job, takes work the same way, but at least have some joy and abundance attached to the work, right? That's what I truly believe, and I want to give you guys that. And if anybody needs help, before I go any further, if you're liking what I'm saying, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share with somebody who needs this. Okay, I just want to bring you guys as much as encouragement as I can, and also just the everything I've learned from business and real estate. And I hope you guys are enjoying this channel. Let me know down below in the comments of what you want to see from this channel. Back to the video. I know there's a lot of concerns, but all these we have to give it up to God and just in prayer. And adjusting to new dynamics may sound scary, but in reality, it builds our character. It builds resilience. It builds what we need to do. It builds pivoting. And this is all qualities and characteristics you need for entrepreneurship. So in the end, it reaps. You're gonna have a harvest in your character. Okay? And that due season will be what you've always waited for. Another thing that I truly believe is going to be hard for people that need to go back to work or in-person work is overcoming the fear of change, like I've been saying. But he says in Joshua 1:9, have I not commended you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. You know, it's one thing to read the scriptures, but it's another thing to actually action out the scriptures, to believe them to the point where you actually are like blinded to everybody else's opinions in life, because this will truly transform your life. When I had to do this for many different reasons at different seasons in my life, I had to really put blinders on for whatever anybody else was saying. Entrepreneurship is going to come with uncertainty, especially people who don't want to be entrepreneurs. They see you doing something and they're going to have something to say. Stay firm in your faith, trusting the word that God gave you, because it's your word. And I help people take their purpose, that word God gave you, and help you break it down into multiple streams of income for you. The description box, I have my website, I have book a free consultation with us, and we'll help you. We literally take your one seed, the purpose God gave you, and multiply that to multiple streams of income, not just one income stream that's making you money, such as a job, a 9 to 5. Even if you do have that as one income stream, how can you build on that and have more income streams? That's what we do with your business, individuals, anybody who's seeking more financially for their life. Book a free consultation. It's free. Okay, give us a call. We're going to see if we're a great fit for each other, because we want to work with everybody who wants to work with us as well. So we're going to see if we're a good fit with each other, and we're going to get to it and get to the financial abundance that God has called us to in 2025. But the last point I want to leave you guys with is that just be comforted this season. Faith and perspective, just allow it to be your comfort for this season. Allow the word that God gave you to really transform your life. Okay? Don't be overwhelmed. Really, don't be overwhelmed at all. God says in Isaiah 40:29-31, he gives strength to the weary, increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fail. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. This is the promise of the Lord. This is what God is telling you, that you will literally run and not faint. He will make things work for you. Just let him. And the way you let him is having faith. The way you let him lead your life is having faith in him to the point where you're taking blind steps there. The first step, getting the first phone call, the first deal, keep making the calls until, if it's 50 is your number, like I have a video link, I'll link it down below, is what's your number? That's the number that changes everything in your life. For me, I believe it was five. That was my number. But everybody has a number to the degree of where things start flowing, things start happening in your life, right? You want things to happen in your life. For me, it took me, I want to say 50 calls, 50 calls to get my first deal in real estate. Ooh, it was a lot, right? But I kept going. And if I had stopped at 49, I don't know where I would be. right? I probably would have stayed at my job. I wouldn't have been able to stay home with my kids. It would have changed my whole life, but I kept going. And from that job, from that call, spiraled everything. Spiraled my multiple streams of income. From real estate investing, from rental properties, from my own businesses now that I had was able to take from my real estate and actually put it into another investment to build a company up, all that, and now creating a nonprofit for the youths of this world. All of it came from a decision that I said yes to and trusting God. But I kept going. I didn't stop. And one thing I want God to say is, well done. Thank you for being resilient. Thank you for trusting the word that I gave you. That transforms everything. Because guess what? Many people are telling you a bunch of no's right now. But once you get the yes and your life starts working out, those same people come circling back for you. Okay? Those certain people are like, wow, how'd you do it? This. Where was the confidence? I don't know. To be honest, many days it's like I had to tell myself continuously, it's gonna work, it's gonna work. If I keep working it, God's gonna work it. That's the only way it worked. It's trusting, just trusting in the Lord and walking. Every day I did one thing to push the needle forward. And I hope you guys were blessed by this word. If there was anything that I said that you guys were blessed by, leave it in the comments down below. I really want to know. I want to know what you want to multiply for this year and how we can help you. I also want to know, what do you guys want to see from this channel, right? God bless you. Have a blessed rest of your week and 2025 so far. See you guys soon. Subscribe, like, and don't forget, my next video comes out on Thursday. See you soon.